Welcome to ANNO 117 PAX Romana. My name is Nilaus, and this is a showcase of the new strategy and city builder game PAX Romana. Thank you to Ubisoft for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description below for pre-order on buying the game. This game releases on the 13th of November on PC, that's on Ubisoft Connect, Steam and Epic Store, as well as on PlayStation and Xbox SS. So, PAX Romana is the next game in this series of ANNO games covering different historical periods, and now it's time to go into Roman times. So in terms of what it says shape the Roman Empire in this genre-defining strategic builder game. Build cities while expanding your influence through Roman provinces. Govern using economic prowess, diplomatic skills, or military might. Sounds awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, this is a sponsored video, and I rarely take sponsorships on the channel, but when I do, it's because it's a game look interesting to me. So this sponsorship is for showcasing it on my channel. The opinions expressed here are my own, and if you want to see more of this game on the channel, then hit the like button, and we can see if we can turn this into a full Let's Play. I would love that if there is an interest for it. Now, let's dive into the game. So we're going to jump into a new game, and this is a pre-release build, so there might be some things that are different when the game actually releases. We're going to play the campaign mode, because I think the campaign is where this game really stands out, and I think it's a great way to go through it. If this turns into a Let's Play, then I'm kind of thinking that the chapters would be good delineation of different parts of the videos of this for this Let's Play. So let's try to cover the first chapter of the story, and then see where we go from here. So we can play as the male and female character. We'll play as the female for the YouTube series, and then where I'm playing it on Twitch, we'll play as the male character. So we are playing as Marcia Tertia. That's the third eldest daughter of Decimus of the Delta. The third Marcia, born to the wealthy household of Nucretia, is a quiet and observant young woman. Like most girls her age, Marcia is expected to marry, though being a patrician of patrician birth, she has little to say in the matter. Soon she must leave home behind to join her future husband, a Roman emperor. Little does she know what part she will have to play. Right? And we're not playing co-op, but it's pretty cool that you can play it as a co-op the campaign as well. We're gonna set sail and head into the world.
After the rise comes the fall. Exile. Not my first choice. But neither was my husband. Maybe it's time I left her behind. The girl who never got to choose. My name is Marcia Titania, and I am an imposter. In the 40th year of PAX, I was summoned to Latium, province of long shadows, to marry Titanius, a man thrice my age. Arguing with father proved rather pointless. After all, marriage is what daughters are for.
From the land of pyramids, Marcia Tertia, bride of our glorious governor. We stand at the edge of history, witnessing the...
Shall we?
Here comes the bride. Titanius is a lucky man.
But not a healthy man, Lucius. Please, it's madness to proceed without him.
Without whom?
Oh, dear girl. Your groom has been taken ill. But really, the omens. You must wed today. Your emperor insists. Hear the oath of my absent friend Titanius. Ubi tu Gaia ego Gaius. May this union bless the crown on which we bear. It is done. These are your husband's estates. This is where I leave you.
But... Imperator, why?
Felicita, Marcia! The slave will explain!
Right, here we are. There'll be a lot of tutorializing in the beginning of the game, so
Welcome
let's
to
go through that.
Juliana, mistress. The governor asked me to take care of things until he is well enough to return.
Oh, you must be the slave. Can you tell me what's going on? I mean, I really don't understand. Where is the governor?
He is ill. A fever has consumed his strength. I fear it may take some time for him to recover.
But I really wouldn't have minded waiting. To marry someone who isn't even there, I'm not sure I am married.
Your father's and your husband's signature is on the marriage contract, and the Pontifex Maximus presided over the ritual. Your marriage is perfectly legal, and you are not without means. Titanius was granted a large sum to build the city of Juliana.
That's all very nice, but I don't understand the rush. Why did it have to be today? Why not wait?
Emperor Lucius is keen on prophecy. I believe he deemed today essential for the future of the city of Juliana, and for the health of your husband.
He never mentioned any of that to me. I wish he'd explained more.
Emperors rarely explain themselves. I understand you are distressed, but Juliana awaits. Perhaps you could help me make a few minor arrangements?
I suppose so.
Alright, so we get started on Chapter 1. And A Curse Dispelled is Chapter 1. And what we are going to be doing in the first episode is completing the Chapter 1, which will be very heavily sort of a tutorial. But it's going to be a good introduction to how the game works.
Timber is vital to the continued growth of our city.
Good. Now shut up. Let me build. So we have different categories, and something that just boggled my mind. Like, we have ornaments, we have build, we have eventually ships, and we have eventually troops. So those are like the big main categories. And under build, we have up here, we don't have any people yet, but there will also be like, these are the general things. And then when you click on the raw resources, you get the production chain for the resources. Oh, shut up. I'm talking. There we go. So we're going to build something in
We
here.
should station the woodcutter in a forest near our
And then
trading post.
we also want a sawmill next to it, or close to. But if we build it here, then we take away some of... Oh my god, stop it.
And woodcutter.
So, if we look at here, is this still...
You want some skewer,
This
mate?
is still over the 80 that
fresh.
is needed, so it's going to work at full speed. Then what we're going to do is we are going to draw some lines on maps. Huh, that's something completely different. And there. We're going to draw some lines, and we're going to waste some money. So we have money, and this is our income. Our income is not great right now, but we have some money to spend, and that's fine. So let's draw something out here. This needs to get connected to a road, so let's just draw a road in here. Good.
We can attract local freedmen by building housing, Ere.
I'm wondering, we cannot... in this game, we're allowed to move things around as much as we like, which is kind of crazy that you just move things around and it's instant. So let's go in and see how things work. So we have a worker, and we don't really have anyone here. Well, we do have some population here because we have someone 35 living in the harbor building and 7 being used for the production buildings. That is down here. 3 plus down here is 4, and this is waiting. So we need to make some housing. Road is probably a good idea, yes. So let's build some housing. We're going to be making housing. We were asked to do 10 housing, so we're going to be making it like this.
They'll soon be trickling into this backwater, Ere, should you provide them nourishment.
Actually, I think this is going to be way more than 10 housing.
Can't have people going hungry.
Yeah, but we'll do it like this. So I'm going to leave the middle here for markets and the things that affect the nearby surrounding areas. So now we got people coming in. They are... Can we see where they are? No, not yet. We don't have anyone yet. We do need to get some... We were just getting some pop-ups with food. How do we get food? We need some people. So once we get people, then we can... There. Oh, there we go. We got now this people category where we can unlock. And what are we unlocking? We're unlocking the 2 different types of food. We have sardines and we have porridge. The way it works is that when you build like this sardine place, it gives some extra income per building that's affected, and extra population per building affected. So everything is sort of per building, which is really nice. And porridge is just helping a lot with the population, but doesn't give us income. So if we look at it, then we can open the production chains. The sardines, well, we simply just grab them out here, and I think I need to cut these out so they can actually be close. There. And I think one is enough for now, so let's just go with that. And that is just... So the way that it works is that now they are going to be generating some sardines. 1T, which is a unit. That will need to be brought to a warehouse once we have the warehouse. And... Oh, is it 7 wide? Oh, that's an awful thing. Alright, whatever. Here. So maybe that's not actually a good idea, because this actually also works as a warehouse. Don't think we need a warehouse right now. We're going to be adding a warehouse when we need it. And we're also going to make a porridge, which means we need a farm. And I think I want the farms sort of... I want this line here to be for housing mainly, and then we can sort of build out here. Like this. We can go up here. This is not too expensive. And then on the outside here, we can start making some farms. So let's make a farm. Let's make that here. It doesn't need to be close or anything. There. And then if we look at the farm, this needs 80 tiles, so we can sort of draw an area around it. Maybe like this. And... oops. There. That's 80 tiles. So this will now, we can look at here. This will be processing 1T, that's 1 unit, per minute. And then we'll go over to a porridge stand, which we can then also say is also have the same. And this one can be anywhere, basically. It doesn't affect, you can see the... oops, oh, it's diagonal now. It's there. There, we can put it here. It doesn't have to be anywhere particular. And basically, as long as it goes into a warehouse, then it will feed all the needs. We can then go into our population. We can see that they have 3 needs that need to be fulfilled. They need some food, they need some public service, and they need some fashion. That's probably what they're saying now.
This, Eric.
Okay, so the warehouse connection, how to do warehousing. We have to make sure that, well, warehousing works in a little bit weird way, but it may be logical in all the other, but they just need to bring stuff into a warehouse, and then it's magically available in all other warehouses. So basically all warehouses are connected and magically connected. So that's nice. So you can just basically say, okay, we have something out here. Maybe we'll just kind of build a warehouse out here. Maybe that's a good place to build a warehouse, honestly. Let me just grab you and just move you a little bit in, and then we can build a warehouse here instead. And then we're just going to be making sure that we have some roads connecting here, so they can actually get that. Because this doesn't need to be close to the housing. This just needs to be close to the grain, and then close to a warehouse. And then everything is going to be good. And then it can be distributed to the civilians anyway.
What do we do, Gov?
Okay, so a Libitus, that's one of these. This worker class, strained with a heavy load of timber. He carries a hopeful air. So we can seize his stuff. We take it, but there's minus happiness for 1 hour. But just for 20 lumber, we can buy his supply. That loses us a little bit of money. Or we can just wish him on his way, and then we get some lumber for free. I think we'll just do the free stuff. There we go. So he gives us half of it for because, well, probably under threat of bad stuff happening. Timber as tribute. Perfect. And we have a new thing here.
If you feed the people well, they will be devoted to you. You are wise, mistress.
I don't feel particularly wise. I mean, I married someone I've never met. Still haven't met.
Ah, but you might chance upon him today. You are invited to dine at the Imperial Villa.
Really? So that's where he's staying.
He is confined to the sick wing, I believe. The pleasure barge will come for you shortly.
I see. I best get ready then.
Do we take sardines with us, or do we just go ourselves? I don't think that a fine young lady should come smelling of sardines, so we'll just go ourselves. Our company should be enough. So, what else can we make? Build your first residence. We have built our first residence. We're going to be building more residence, so let's just make another unit like this.
I dare say these people should now be content.
And we'll draw that over on the side as well. Maybe not. Oh, X for the demolition there. And attract 20 people. So each of these
fish is the salt
is
of the
only
sea.
1, which is not great, but we might be able to, or when we get more, when we get to 20, then we can actually go to markets and taverns and then make them more happy. The porridge is... Oh, the porridge stand. We haven't built the porridge stand, have we? Oh, that's the porridge stand. But the porridge stand isn't affecting... Ah, okay, so here's the thing. There's something that's called needs attributes. That means if the need for porridge is fulfilled, they get +2 population. And there's one of these built on island. However, there's also something else where it's on under an area effect, and that's only the area that affects. But this one, as long as we have enough, then eventually it'll be distributed to all these
Any
people.
city has
They will
need
have
of
all
public
this, and then they
spaces,
get
the patronage of which could add greatly
Shut
to
up.
your popularity.
then they get up here. Then
Public
they can. This can now go
buildings.
to
That'll be
+3.
markets and taverns.
Let
My
them
brother's
show.
favorite hangouts.
Let's see here. So these are now affected as long as they have the porridge fully saturated here. Then they will be able to go up to, each house will now go up to, be able to go up to 3, which is nice. So let's do...
a meal for £1,000.
Shut up. Now we can do public services. So, get 2 more buildings. We can get a market, which gives money and population to affected areas nearby. And then we also can get money, or population and happiness. So, if we look at this, if we build a market,
Public services
so you can
should
see
be
this,
erected close to residences
all the stuff
in
that's
order
affected.
to meet people's needs.
and... Okay, that's not working. Yeah, I'm not sure the 7 wide is a good idea.
I should
Probably
provide
not, actually.
clothes to the Liberty Mistress,
There.
so as not to see anything that offends the eye.
And we also built a
My
tavern.
sister Secunda would totally sneer at their simple clothes. But
There.
guess what? Not everyone wears silk.
We'll put that here, right? So now we have more clothing. This is actually going pretty quick now, and we also selected about when you're ready to leave. We're not ready to leave right now, but this will now affect. Can I copy it and then see how many affect? No, I can't see how many it's affected, but it affects all the buildings here. All these buildings, and each of those will now get +1 population and +1 happiness. So we should see our happiness increase, and we should also see our population increase quite rapidly. The market is affecting everyone and giving us money, so we should be seeing a lot of money from this one coming in. So area effects and specialist is +7. It should be more than that. Oh, residences. Maybe that's coming from the residences, income from residents, because each of these residents are now... Can we see this?
With the bones.
+2 coins. They probably generate 1 coin by default, and then it goes up to 1 more because of the marketplace. So it's kind of it's a clever way to do this. And you want to say more? Tutorial on attributes.
This may be of interest.
Yeah, this is what I just described. So I'm tutorial.
Something for your consideration.
And this is
Harry.
when they're green, they're fulfilled. When they're white, they're overfulfilled. And we can then figure out if we want to sort of overfulfill one of them or fulfill a little bit less. And then once they're upgraded, they have all 3 needs fulfilled, then we can upgrade the whole building. We're going to be working on the Emperor's New Vestment, the next production chain here, which is going to be the tunics, which gives us money. And that's for the area that is... See, we need to figure out if this is the needs base or it's area based. And then Peleus, whatever, is also money and happiness. A hat. So they can wear tunics and hats. But they each have their own process chains here. So we got some hemp here and we got some wool. So let's make some more industry out here on this side. Let's keep it sort of on one side for now. Let's see. I don't think I need a place out here yet. So let's start with a hemp farm. We'll be building that here. And let's see how big that has to be. 60? That's not actually much. Here. And that's 60. Perfect. And then let's get some... That one. And these are a little bit different because they are 3 plots of land. 1, 2, and 3. That fits perfectly, doesn't it? It's almost like this is planned. And then we definitely need a road here. Definitely a road at this point. Good. And we should also be making maybe more housing. And... oh, the housing is what gives us money. So let's keep getting more housing here. There we go. And... oops, what happened? These houses are not really getting there. What happened? Oh, because I don't have enough production cost. Oh, right, I don't have the... okay, that was a little bit overambitious, I guess. So maybe we'll just demolish this for now. Whoops, go away. So we don't have enough for this, and we need to get that. But let's build the tunics. So this is a spinner. We can see that it has needs, which means that it doesn't care if it is nearby. So, oh, it does care if it's nearby. It has an area effect for income. Ah, come on. Needs as with an area effect. Oh, okay, so if the needs are fulfilled per population, we get +2. And there's also an area effect. So it actually is advantageous to put it somewhere like here. There we go. And that works fine. And this is not working because we don't have enough out here. Don't be sleeping. We probably need another one of these. So let's, yeah, because everything is sort of hinging upon building this. Probably like out here. Like this. And we're also going to make like a sawmill next to it. This might be... oh. And relocate this. So it's really convenient that you can allow to relocate everything as you see fit. And is this still over? This is 90 out of 80, so this is still fine. And it's not complaining that it doesn't have access to a warehouse, which it kind of should be complaining about it. So we'll build a little warehouse in here. I think that's a good place to build a warehouse, because we can then also just lead this over here. Nice. Kind of looks like a city. And then... this is still not working, but it will get there. And we can also look at this. This is producing every 30 seconds, and this one is producing every 30 seconds. So it's pretty quick. And they suggested a 1-to-1 match, so they should be working like this. The next thing we want to make, well, we want to get this one done, and then we also need the hat maker. Hat maker is also... oh no! I really wanted that here. So if we make it here, we're not actually affecting the entire population at this point. Oh, that's not great. That is not great. This housing here is annoying. Maybe I just move you in here and then... no, I kind of wanted it to be here. We'll build it up here. And then I can do the hat maker right there. Yes, that covers everyone. Good. So that gives us more money. So now we should be seeing... that when the fashion is improved, then we can actually upgrade to the new worker class and attribute
this may be
effects.
Worth your attention.
Yeah, this is what we talked about. Like when the hat maker, so it's affecting it, but some also have negative impacts. So we just wait for this one to complete in a little bit of time when we have enough money for this. Oh, actually, you know what? We can just sail on the pleasure barge in the meantime. Join the barge, and then the factory city keeps working in the background. Alright, this looks nice. Nice little place. So we're gonna see our sick husband. I mean, it's not the worst thing to have like to get married to someone we don't know.
Hello,
and they're on their
Marcia.
deathbed.
How lovely to see you.
Empress Julia, I should have liked to have brought a gift, but I couldn't decide on anything.
But that is nonsense. Nonsense, dear girl. You have your hands full. We want nothing but your company.
Exactly.
I hope life in the Bay agrees with you.
I think it does. Juliana's all right. Can't say I miss the summer floods.
All right, she says. You'll see. One day all will bow to the glory of Juliana and its empress.
If you say so, Imperator.
Oh, don't worry about it now, dear. You will have help.
Julia will succeed me as Rome's first empress regnant. It is decided.
I fear the Senate may still press you to adopt, my love. Anyone of their number, any man, even Calidus.
Low-born Calidus? Never! To Pluto with them! Shadows of men. Be glad your father did not marry you to a fool.
All right, so here we can go a little bit into the details, and well, I mean, it gives a little bit of backstory, so we'll just run through it. We want to know about our glorious, loving husband.
Poor Titanius. He is in no state to join us for dinner. But he will rejoice to hear you asked after him.
Oh, I see. Perhaps I could stop by the sick wing and say hello.
Not now. The pox, you see. The marks on his face. He doesn't want you to see him like this. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, he doesn't exist. Nice.
The ruins are the remains of old Ambrosia. Never a place more alive. Temples, spas, ocelli swaying in the breeze.
What I would give to sit in the shadow of the lime trees again, admiring the frescoes at your father's house.
What happened?
Old Augustus erupted and swallowed it up in ash. Then some old crow starts talking about a curse and everyone believes it. But they'll be back. Juliana's consecrated ground now. Good old Decimus. Ha! Had a bite to him like the Crocs. The Delta was the place to be back then.
You knew each other before?
Oh, yes. Yes. See? It's not as if just anybody's daughter gets to marry a governor.
Why, thank you, Marcia. Latium is a lovely place, far away from all the gossip. If only the Legatus Calidus would desist in sending us his demands. This place would feel like the holiday paradise it once was.
Tcha! That arrogant little camp follower. He will never be emperor. Never.
Yeah, I do think that might be, you might be wrong about that.
Time flies, doesn't it? There's one more thing we've got to show you.
Oh, good. You remembered.
I've decided it is past time you had your very own ship. You are, after all, the governor's wife. Ta-da!
The Emperor should shoot you a flagship.
ruins on
Nice.
our island,
The lousy slave.
I recall the streets I wandered in my youth.
Set sail to where you
Day
move.
by day, Juliana prospers. I know in time she will outshine old Ambrosia, the city that was.
So this is really convenient
yes,
that you can
that
actually
was
just
the place to
select
be
where
back
to
then.
sail
But
to
now
each of these
I have
harbors.
another
Really
appointment
nice.
to keep. Farewell for now, Marcia.
Good.
This
And
may be of interest.
most buildings require a
When can I
workforce.
expect news, do you think? About Titanius?
So kind, so caring. What a lucky man Titanius is. Very lucky. Alas, I cannot say when he will recover. Until then, seize the day.
Yes, my Emperor.
Yeah, he doesn't exist, but that's fine. Could be worse. Yeah, so here, workforce, we generate workforce by having population. Some percentage of the population is a workforce, and then there are different workforce classes depending on what class of citizens it's like. Very much similar to previous iterations. Let's see, so where is our... Here. So we can also... okay, there's something out there. This is where your husband is staying. Good on him. But are we supposed to do that? Go there. So sail back to Luciana. To select it.
This is the sick wing, mistress. Only medici and slaves may enter.
Okay, so sail back.
I've got my own ship. I never thought I'd own a ship.
Excellent.
Still, I can't help but feel that it's meant to distract me. I wish I knew what was going on.
If someone gave me a flagship, I'd probably be okay with being distracted. But okay,
Smaller
we can also
ruins only
clear the ruins
requires
here.
Some of your workforce.
We'll clear all the ruins here. It'll be too much for the workforce to
There
deal
is
with
a
right
shortage
now.
of workforce
Yeah.
in one
They're
of your
complaining,
cities.
but they'll get to it. I think maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe pause that. Maybe pause that as well. Okay, never mind. We'll keep maintaining a positive here. Otherwise, they might sort of go out of these locations, and yeah. So at this point, we're just simply waiting for us to generate a
Removing
little
those
bit more.
ruins will open up space for the new city, Juliana, to grow.
Most of old Ambrosia is below ground now. It's weird. An entire city just disappeared.
Okay, so now we have the tavern here, the spinner being placed here, and we also got some. This one has been ready to remove, so we remove it, and then we find some fat loot.
Discovery under the debris of Ambrosia.
And carbonized bread. Weird.
Goodbye, Ambrosia. Hello, Juliana.
The runes are sleeping. And there,
Well,
we
I have
can
nothing against
remove that.
liberty. The plebeian classes may now be ready for a life in Juliana.
And we schedule that one for removal. We still have a very negative income. And we have someone.
Ambrosia was huge. Here one moment, gone the next.
Actually, Are, the eruption lasted several days, and in the weeks that followed, the air was fraught with dust as far west as the Pillars of Hercules. It is often said that hubris, the dissolute and vulgar practices of Ambrosia and its inhabitants, incurred the wrath of the gods. But I think Vulcan, whose spirit resides inside both Occasus and other portals to the underworld, has little control over what and why he issues forth.
Aha. I think it was their lifestyle that caused the volcano to erupt. So we now need to attract plebeians, and we do that by having a house that is like this. All the needs are fulfilled. Then we get a nice little upgrade button. So let's see. We're going to be building a little bit more housing, and then we're going to take like the middle housing here. We're going to use the upgrade key, and we're just going to be simply upgrading all of these. That cost a little bit of timber, but that's fine. And then we should be attracting them anytime soon. They'll be coming in. And the plebeians,
like
that's a different type of workforce here. And once they come in here, population, okay, we have some. So we should also get a new category down here.
I think, dear husband, we have found our sacred center. Plebeians. Plebs, father used to call them. He never bothered to be nice to those he ruled.
There we go. And we actually have a new chapter 2. So I did promise that I would sort of play one chapter, and then we'll have chapter 2 being the next part. So we have the new plebeians, and we have also a notification here. So this is going to be where we wrap up the very first episode of PAX Romana, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's a simple build right now, and we can go so much further, but I think that one of the beauties of this game is slow roll it.
Empress Julia's birthday.
Please don't go into that, because that's what we want in this second episode.
In the grotesque.
Can I do that? There we go. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more of this, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And of course, I want to thank Ubisoft for sponsoring this very first video, and also check out the link in the description below. That is a link to Steam where you can pre-order the game, so you can get it on release day, which is on the 13th of November. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in hopefully the next episode. Until then, take care and stay effective.